City, Portland, Oregon, the site for the Spurs. The skill to play outside, the strength to bang inside. 6'8" forward Harrison Barnes, ready to use both as they anticipate action at Moda Center. Spurs, Blazers, up next. It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Keldon Johnson.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And the starting group for the Spurs. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Champagnie in at the 3 slot. And for the Trailblazers, Grant steps in at 4 with Ayton, the big man, in the middle. Shaedon Sharpe is out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Kamare in at the small forward. Well, Greg, this matchup features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. Pass to Ayton. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. 5 to shoot. Simons, the pass to Ayton. It's good.
Yeah, Ayton just swallowing up the defender there and then completes the play.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Out to the right wing. To the inside. Here's Wembanyama. That one no good. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he has grooved his stroke at the line this season and been able to maintain it with an average of 90%.
And the NBA is truly an international league. I mean, look no further than DeAndre Ayton, hailing from the Bahamas.
Well, you love that him and Buddy Hield carrying the torch for their home country. Ayton is actually the second first overall pick from the Bahamas, the first one being the great Michael Thompson.
We know, Brent, there are many roads that lead to the modern NBA, and Shaedon Sharpe took his own unique path.
Yeah, Kevin, you could say that again. I mean, he was on the Kentucky campus as a player, but never participated in a collegiate game, and then all of a sudden finding himself at the top end of the NBA draft without ever playing a college game. Not much more you can say about CP3. Name a better floor leader. There's not one.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Castle. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Shot clock at 3. The Trailblazers pull it in. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
The shot's good.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
To the middle. And the dunk by Grant.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And Portland making a change here. Avdia's checked in. Vassell, he's checked in for the Spurs. Spurs trail by 3. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
I was able to talk with Chauncey Billups for a minute, and I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Off target from three-point range. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for San Antonio. It's a three-point game. Score of the basket is third after 5 shots.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys for the Trailblazers. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Grant. Delano Banton comes in for Shaedon Sharp. And Henderson subbed in for Anthony Simons. The Spurs also changing it up. Collins checked in for Wembanyama. Jeremy Sohan comes in for Barnes. And Keldon Johnson subbed in for Castle.
Now, Scoot loves to attack in the lane and has the strength and the hops to be successful there.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, the Blazers with a draft night trade for two-way wing Denny Avdia, a young but established player on a value contract. Portland's added a guy who should help them win now and down the line. Guys, it appears Avdia is going to be a pretty seamless fit for Portland.
Okay, thank you, Shams. Now, here's Collins. Williams with the block.
That's what Williams does, disrupt your offense.
Here's Henderson. Up and in, off to an efficient start.
On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Ayton. Back to Henderson. That shot off the mark. Collins with some nice D. Ball for 3, and that does it for the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 5. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Portland.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
They've got Klingon. Scoot Henderson is out there with Denny Avdia. Then it's Williams. And it's Kamare in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Sohan. Scoreless thus far. Avdia against Vassell. Avdia gets the bucket.
Attacking in the lane. This is where Avdia does a lot of his best work.
Johnson finds Sohan. And the shot is good. Sohan's got his first 2 points of the night. Trailblazers leading by 7. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Williams passes to Avdia. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Los Angeles Lakers.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. 1 good possession, 2 bad ones, 1 good one. They could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. You got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. And it's Sohan missing.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Here's Henderson. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Henderson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers. The Spurs have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. It's stolen by Johnson. Collins, that's a two-pointer, banked in off the glass.
Collins running the floor, and coaches love to see a big who can get out and keep up with the ball.
You know, Greg, with a combination of Wembanyama. Oh, that was something else!
Oh, man, Scoot Henderson, an elite leaper.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. And let's take a second to recognize the rookies who have been doing a terrific job distributing the basketball this past month. You look at Castle, one of the best passers in the NBA, always looking to get his teammates involved.
And he's been setting the table beautifully. I mean, that'll keep his veteran teammates really happy.
And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
They get it back, and that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Simons. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Victor Wembanyama.
There's been a drop-off in the rebounding numbers. He seems to be getting out-muscled on the glass in a way we didn't see earlier in the season. In his last 10 games, the totals have taken a huge hit.
Vassell against Simons. Back to Vassell. He gets that one. Vassell's got his first points of the night.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Ayton, the pass to Sharp. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharp's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
Was shot by Paul, no good. And so Ayton. And they hit the road to challenge the Suns at Footprint Center in Phoenix. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. Able to do things most others can't.
Spins. Barnes kicks to Vassell. Avdia with the rebound.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
And it's Simons missing. Spurs trail by 10. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. San Antonio again missing. For Portland, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Inside. Pass to Sharp. And stolen by Vassell. Wembanyama, that's for 2. Wembanyama using those long strides in transition.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And so it's Portland in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game in. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Checking out the Trailblazers. They hear the clock. Trying to coast through the season straight into the playoffs.
Turning back now to that game we've been watching. A positive first half for the Portland Trailblazers.
And you look at the numbers. They're playing so well offensively. Nice flow. Only a few wasted possessions, guys.
And if they continue on this track, they're pulling away down the stretch. Mark my words.
And that is it for halftime.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Scoot Henderson. What a contribution.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
On the court right now for the Spurs. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. Barnes out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in at the 3. Here's Champagnie. Paul for 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer, and now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking and standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Grant sets a screen for Simons. Pass to Ayton. Grant on the wing. Covered by Barnes. 4 on the clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And it's Simons missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And how about the numbers here for Wembanyama? Averaging about 23 points per, 10 rebounds, and almost 3.5 blocks. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
The role consists of rebounding, setting screens, protecting the rim. Anything else he gives you is found change in the couch.
Trailblazers leading by 6. Now, here's Sharp. He's got 9. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. Here's Champagnie. Nobody near Barnes. Good on the triple. Barnes has got 5.
The defense better recognize that Harrison Barnes more than capable from there.
Here's Grant. And nothing is falling for him right now.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent, and you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is 1 of 1. Hey, thank you for the report. On the free throw, no good. Hey, Brett, what's one area where we really see these Portland Trailblazers excel?
Well, they're great on the offensive glass. They have presence on the inside. They have a ton of focus on just collecting rebounds. So great at retrieving those misses.
Pass to Kamare. Back to Grant. Good D by Barnes. Spurs trail by 5. Here's Vassell. Here's Champagnie. Misses from short range.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Left side, Grant. Back to Avdia. 6 on the shot clock. Grant kicks to Avdia. Over Paul. Avdia can't hit. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. The shot by Paul, no good. Trailblazers leading by 5. Avdia finds Henderson. 1:06 left in the third quarter. And that one, good.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Left side, Collins. Pass to Paul. Paul's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Chris Paul adept at finding space down low, and that time found a way to get it done.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Always those anticipatory moments with Scoot Henderson when he's out there playing one-on-one to make plays off the bounce. That's when it gets really exciting.
Collins passes to Branham. Back to Collins. Pass to Vassell. Portland grabs the miss.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Spurs trail by 8.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
12 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Henderson right side. And he uses the glass on the layup. Henderson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers going into the break. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Greg Popovich.
Activity. We've had some great shots.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. We've got Williams. Avdia is out there with Scoot Henderson. Then there's Murray. And it's clinging in at the 5, down low. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Henderson, good on the shot. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
Vassell against Williams. Vassell, no good.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Here's Henderson. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Henderson's got 11 points here in just the second half. Spurs trail by 12. Vassell outside. And it's Portland with the rebound.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Here's Henderson. The shot, no good. Good D by Johnson. The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
You probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and the willingness to do that has paid off.
Both free throws good from Henderson. Brett, we know that the NBA can be compared to any league in the world, and it is regarded as the best. But as someone who has won titles like you have, is it world champs, or should we just leave it at NBA champs?
Well, Kevin, it's a really good question, and I don't know what side I lean on. I prefer to talk about being the NBA champs. I mean, out of respect for what the world competitions represent, I think NBA champs is just fine.
And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. And that'll be his third foul so far. Simons, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Here's Ayton. Rebounded by Castle.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Here's Champagnie. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
And he knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the strike. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Pass to Grant. Baseline try. Doesn't go for him. Spurs trail by 11. And stolen by Simon. Here's Sharp, and then Sharp with the dunk.
Whether you're new to the league like Sharp or a veteran, throwing it down, no better feeling.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
3-on-3. Wembanyama, that's for 2. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And this is why many are excited about Wembanyama's future. Such a unique, versatile player and scorer.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Chauncey Billups coaching up his team during that break. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Barnes outside and stolen by Sharp. Grant with the ball. Chris Paul covering, and it's Sharp missing. Spurs trail by 8. Ball finds Wembanyama. No good with the triple. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Trailblazers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Sharp. Here he goes. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Portland.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Scoot Henderson.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Crucial that he converts those shots. They've got to keep eating away at the lead.
Simon's with the ball. He's picked up by Paul to the wing right side. And it's Simons off the drive. Oh, what a jam! Simons!
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. And here are the Trailblazers now. They're leading by 8. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, what a jam! Simons!
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Back to Paul. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And really play in rhythm. You never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Scoot Henderson.